Okay, well, the title is supposed to say it all. A Moire pattern, an oscillating emergent Moire pattern, um, three-dimensional Moire pattern in generation 1 to generation 9, complete cycle, um, bulk field of nines. All it means is a three-dimensional pattern that emerges out of here in a bulk field, which is just a block. A bulk is a block of something, and through these generations, from generation 1 to generation 9, this is the first generation, with second generation peeking from behind. But this is the first generation, this is the second generation, this is the third generation, this is the fourth generation, this is the fifth generation, this is the sixth generation, this is the seventh generation, this is the eighth generation, and this right here is the ninth generation. And if you notice in all of these, they all follow a sort of like a moire pattern. I started sensing a moire pattern of these emergent patterns. They, from generation 1 to generation 2 to generation 3, generation 4, generation 5, generation 6, generation 7, generation 8, generation 9. If you put, previously I only had a block of 3 generations, and I didn't quite color code them well. I just colored one sheet green, one blue, or one white, one blue, and one green. And they were the first 3 generations, this generation, this generation, and this generation. But that's where I stopped at. This is my new creation with 9 generations. And you can see an emergent pattern that looks sort of like a moire pattern. These 9s crisscrossing each other. A moire pattern that shifts up as you move along. If you can see all that. And I have the back one as a white board to end it all. But it has 9s on it too. It just completely shifts out of sight to the top, where right at these going backwards, the 9s appear to crisscross and ultimately appear to crisscross a line of 9s, and then ultimately appear to settle down into 4 centered 9s on this last board, or the first board in these generations. And then this moire pattern starts to take over. So this is well, quickly I guess, this shows the generations, a larger view. These are the leaping numbers that marks the first stitch, and those are the 4 9s. This is the second generation. This is the third generation. This is the fourth generation. This is the fifth generation. This is the sixth generation. This is the seventh generation. This is the eighth generation. And lastly, and this is the ninth generation. That shows plots out where it would have been if these 4 9s were in place, but they just totally go off the board. And I tried to do all those generations here in this block or bulk field of three-dimensional Moire patterns. It appears to be a Moire pattern of nines that emerges from the normal field of nines, and I'll include that in a link into this video. Well, thanks a lot.